Welcome to Cannabis School. I'm your host, Jesse Angeles.
And I'm Brandon Elder.
And we're here to talk to you about everything pertaining to cannabis, from vape,
Flower,
edibles,
strains,
and everything in between.
Well, welcome back. We have a very special review today. This is a strain that can be found in the bottom of your stash box.
It's true. Or the bottom of your friend's stash box.
Yeah, or
your plugs.
Or it was like wrapped in rubber bands and placed somewhere in the
And
dark.
you totally forgot it was there.
It's gone.
It was like the secret stash.
And on top of that...
Or Pandora's box.
You said box.
I did say box.
You said box.
I mean...
I don't know where my mind's going.
I know exactly where it's going.
Yeah, it is.
Right in the box.
It's right in the box. A dick in the box. But
That's where it belongs.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly where it belongs. But you know, one of the things is that we've talked about so many times is don't smoke shit you don't know what it is, right?
Yes.
But
I think that's because you don't know where it came from.
Right.
You don't know what's in it.
Yep.
And you don't know what that effect's going to be like.
So with that said, kids, we have a mystery bud today. We have no fucking clue what this thing is.
However, I do know where it came from.
Yeah, we know.
I do know that I trust the source.
Good cultivar.
I'm not worried about what's in it.
No, I just want to know what it is. So we have no idea about terpenes.
It just came with a large collection a couple months ago, and it sat there, and I totally forgot that it was in there, and I looked, and I'm like, oh, there's this really beautiful nug, super trichomed, really dusty, really nice coloring. Like there's purple tones in that nug. Very pretty.
Yeah. Oh, it was so... And, you know, you can tell, too. I mean, it's a little dry, and the smell is not as strong. You can rehydrate it. I would imagine that it would bring some back of the floral scents, because once it's dry, you don't get a lot of the scent, right?
Yeah.
And when you rehydrate, you can get a lot of things. Now, rehydrate doesn't mean you put dry bud into water and hope things work out.
No, that'd be... Ooh.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Dude, I got some
So
soggy
weird.
bud.
Right?
It reminds me of like frosted mini wheats that are soggy. Some people may hate them. I enjoy that. I like that.
There's an experience you can do, which is actually really interesting, but we learned that you have to pull the bowl off because the bud can get soggy. What that is putting hot water in the bowl instead of like ice water.
Yeah,
cold
no.
water. Because that steam, sometimes it'll like... So after I smoke it, take a hit, I would take the bowl out and set it on the table or something, so it would just sit there. And then when you're going to take another hit, you put the bowl back in, take a hit, take the bowl out, so it doesn't get any extra moisture in it from the steam, because the hit is a very different experience when you do like the hot steamy ones. But whoa.
Through the whole time, like, I know there's somebody else out there, because my mind is just, I'm a child. And when you were talking about like everything, like, yeah, when you put it in, you take it out and you put it in and it's all hot and steamy. And I'm just sitting there laughing in my head. And then all of a sudden you go, it's different, you know, when you get a hot, steamy one. And I'm like, oh shit, I can't do it anymore.
I wasn't even paying attention to that until I said a hot and steamy one.
Dude, but it was like, funny, you know. It was hilarious. I was just like, yeah, because for me, I have my little MJ Arsenal. Big shout out to MJ Arsenal. Hey, guys, we need to talk. We definitely need to talk. I think that your products need to be on here, especially during these economic times. You guys are going to fucking kill it.
Oh, and they have such wide selection.
Great products.
Yeah, they do. I really like
products.
the green pipe. I haven't used that in ages. That tiny MJ Arsenal glass one.
Oh, yeah.
I love the design, the style. Same with the bubbler you got from them. They have a really cool...
My little one?
Yeah.
I love that one. My favorite one is this little glass bong. It's about this big. It's got the perfect size bowl for me and the missus, or just me, mainly just me. And I also love it because of it's got this little spot to put extra bud in there. I never use it, but it's just cool. I'm thinking about putting something else in there, like a bug.
Or dick. A bug?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what kind of dicks you're putting in that thing.
Little tiny stone ones.
And I don't have a gun. I have a cool little lighter, so it's pretty.
Yeah, it does.
Ooh, that does smell dry.
However, for it being dry...
It smells like a fart. Fill up my mouth with farts.
I didn't cough from that.
Yeah, I noticed that. Okay.
I mean, it's George Jetson, so for those who
Yeah,
aren't
but still,
familiar, George Jetson is made by Jet Filtration Systems. And you don't even pull the bowl out. You just push the carb down on the stem, and it's fantastic. Got Jesse, though, real good.
Oh, man.
Got him.
That is a dry bud.
Yeah. Well, that's what I said. It's been in there for a couple months. So
it's not bad, though. It's got...
it's to my head.
It's a very slightly tobacco-y flavor for me. And that's weird. Because I don't normally get that. So that can be some of those dry notes.
Yeah, I wondered if it's because it's aged a little or if... Because some of them do actually have tobacco notes.
Yes.
So it could also be within that. So I'm feeling it right up here. Are you feeling it anywhere else?
No, right away.
Matter of fact, you should use it lighter. Because that
actually is
you
really
were saying
good.
It burns way better.
Well, and I've noticed that the temperature change actually affects the high.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah. It is so cool. I love it because, you just barely touch it and it's there. George Jetson, go down into the comments, get your code, get your Jetson. You don't have to name him George Jetson. Matter of fact, if they ever do send me one, I am going to name it something really cool.
Like Elroy?
Probably just Ron Jeremy. But
I don't know who that is.
He was an old, they call him Sonic the Hedgehog. He was an old school porn star, and he is one of the ugliest looking motherfuckers. If you're watching this, Ron, I mean, one, I didn't even know you're alive. And then two, he's a fat dude who's got a receding hairline, but has a mullet. His hair is tight curls. He has this ugly fucking pedo stash, and he's fat.
Damn, sign me up. I'll take two.
Yeah, I know, right? And then back in the day, like, he's banging all these, like, dolled up, cut up porn stars.
Yeah, because it's the job, and that's what they had to do.
But the funniest thing, anytime I think about Ron Jeremy, I think about Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan did a set talking about these things that you can get online called big dick pills, right? He goes, do you think that there's like big dick cream?
Do you think that works? Bro, if you did, every guy would have bought it. Like, they would be the richest company in the fucking world.
Oh, yeah. The way Joe was talking about it, it was super funny.
That shit works?
He's like, if that shit was real, don't you think there'd be a dude that died like 5 minutes after it was released?
Taking way too many.
Like, he's over there just gagging on a bottle of pills. And then all of a sudden it works and his dick slams through the sunroof.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's like 0 to 6 feet in like 30 seconds. And all of a sudden the blood is like gone from the rest of his body.
You look like one of those people from The Ring. You know, when they find him, they're like this.
Yeah.
They're like frozen
with
face.
Like a massive erection.
Yeah, no, totally. Like, just all the blood went into that and they just heart fucking stopped. But it was funny. He's like, and you know who's selling this shit? Ron Jeremy and some chick. So I'm supposed to trust Ron Jeremy and the coke whore.
Yeah.
That they have the secret at 3 a.m. in the morning of this is how you get big dick. He goes, dude, if that was happening, there'd be guys walking around pushing their dick around in a shopping cart.
Yeah, it's like the South Park thing with his balls, but it's a wheelbarrow full of his cock.
Dick. It's all rolled up like a fucking carpet. He's rubbing suntan lotion on it.
Yeah, it's like, can you throw it over your shoulder? Can you tie it in a knot?
All the blood's rushing to his dick. He can't even hear anymore.
The problem is, the thing is, you'd get an erection, and then you'd literally pass out every single time because of the blood loss from the rest of your body.
Dude, I don't even know why we got on the topic of dicks, but that's funny as shit. It reminds me of Superbad. You remember Superbad?
Yes, but no. Once.
We got to watch that again. Superbad's a great high movie, especially with this one. All right, wait a minute. Pause. Let's talk about what we're feeling right now.
I was going to say.
Holy shit. That's like, fucking me up.
You had one hit. One big, I mean, maybe two hits off that.
I finished. No, it
was a massive.
Yeah. I finished that, and this is not a giant. This is a big bong.
It's a big bong. It's not the biggest. This is a small one for them.
I'm going. This whole subject of this whole episode sexually innuendo. Dude, I like the girth of this one.
Oh yeah, and if like you really, I like you can grab it by the shaft. Like the base of the shaft.
Down by the balls.
Yeah, right by the balls. The base, and you just, like, you can grab it by the balls or you can grab it by the shaft.
That's a strong base, though, man. Like, that's one of the things I like about it. If that thing falls off the counter. Oh, dude, it is a weapon, right?
Like, it's heavy enough, it's light enough, because it's plasticky. but it's heavy
Yeah.
enough that like you
Oh,
could-
that's composite.
yeah.
That shit's fucking heavy, dude. I can imagine like one of their larger ones. I mean, they're going to be the same size base, but to tell you what we're feeling right now. So for me right now, the coughs I still kind of feel in my chest, but the good part is I got no anxiety feel whatsoever. I really enjoy the entourage effect right now. I am feeling just slightly foggy. I think I've got a touch that I don't give a fucks.
Yeah. I feel illuminated. Like it's very bright and illuminating. Very
Yeah.
in my head.
Yeah, the
but
lights
not
in the
like
studio are like
yeah.
they've got like
Yeah.
like it's
Driving at
Two-way-
night.
yeah, yeah.
And you see
And
the
rain.
stars on the
yeah.
That's kind of what it's like. A little bit.
Just slightly. I mean, it's not like I'm over there going, windshield wipers from my fucking eyeballs.
Or
But
some sundays.
yeah. No, it's really cool. It's very illuminating. Now, here's the cool part. Very low dry mouth.
Yeah. And
Just a slight.
yeah, a hint of it. I'm not getting the clicky, but I am getting like a little bit.
Well, it's like I was telling you last night, I took some Durban poison. Durban poison is known for not being very dry mouth. I like it for that reason. But when you mix it with just a touch of cheetah piss, you have sand in your mouth.
That's because the cheetah piss one was pretty dry, isn't it?
Oh,
Like
dude, but it's good.
Great. Love it.
You know what, cheetah piss, if I was going to compare it to a wine, and I haven't had wine in I don't know how long, but the wines that I did enjoy were white wines.
Interesting.
And
Okay.
I like a dry white.
Did you drink much wine?
I tried. I
Okay.
did. I had a roommate. We would drink, we'd try different wines. When I lived up in Boise for a while, right when I got out of the Navy, this
Oh,
is
Boise's big into drinking.
big
Yeah.
time, dude. That was not a good place for me. I mean, I was because my roommate had our fridge full of beer.
Mine used to be too. I
Like
used to have that
constant.
and a solid full stash of
Well,
liquor.
he worked for Miller.
Oh, yeah. It would
He
always
was the
be stocked.
delivery guy.
Yeah.
And he would put it out there. You know what, dude? I'm going to say something. His name's Danny. And Danny Tolstrup, he recently had a stroke
Oh,
months ago.
was he the one riding a bike that had a
No.
stroke? Oh, no, that was Matt.
Matt had something else.
Yeah,
We'll tell
because he
that
was-
fucking
yeah,
story. That's a
that's
crazy-ass
insane.
story.
Okay, so
No,
keep
but-
going on this one.
Danny was in Hawaii, and he was swimming.
Oh, yeah.
And he came out and collapsed.
I forgot you told me about that one.
And they had to cut a piece out of his skull.
Yeah, and you said that he has drinking and like cigarettes.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And
He
so
is into everything.
They
And-
won't put that piece back in if he doesn't stay
if
away
he
from it.
if he smokes cigarettes or drinks alcohol, they won't put the bone back in.
Yeah.
And that he
That's
will
what you're
get a
saying.
piece of plastic because the bone doesn't heal well when you put these poisons into your body.
Yeah. You know, it was interesting. So I haven't looked into this at all, but last night Emily and I were talking and we were talking about drinking, and she drinks more than I do, but she was saying that it was probably a TikTok she had watched or something, but she was like, supposedly with women, that if you drink alcohol and you have basically the equivalent of 7 drinks in a week, that affects your mental abilities. Like it actually affects your cognitive
Oh, yeah.
abilities. And she's like, for a man, for whatever reason, it's 14. I was like, whether it's their metabolism, whatever, that's just what they say. I'm like, that's fine. But that's still that same thing of like alcohol actually affects our brain. Like, especially long-term or consistent use, it alters and affects our brain.
Right.
So I don't know where I was going with that one.
Well, no. I like where you're going because it made me think about this strain. Now, even though it is very heady, right? So I already know this is a sativa.
Yes.
This is a great sativa. Could be a hybrid. I feel slightly in my back.
I'm way more aware of my aches and pains.
Yeah. Large amounts of limonene, linalool. If it has any beta
see
carotene,
that.
it could have pinene.
I don't know if it would have, most of the beta carotene have those more peppery tones and the coffee.
I don't have any of that.
I didn't really get that one.
No. And it's not sedative
No.
in that sense, but I'm
I
very
could see the limonene and like linalool.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Could
very,
even being like pinene
yeah, it could.
because
I notice more relaxation with
Yeah.
pinene, like more, and I don't notice much of that with this one though.
I'm
Are you feeling
really
relaxed?
when it onsets, it's heavy. It comes on fast
It does come on
Holy
fast.
shit. That was like comes on fast. Anyways.
It was like prom night.
No, dude. I'm so sorry, everybody. I don't know what's
This
going
is
on.
just what the episode's going to be today. So, I mean, if you're here this long, welcome.
Yeah, welcome. And if you're new to it and you're all offended, seriously?
Tune
Nobody
in next
warned you?
week. It might be the same.
Well, you know what's funny? This episode is not brought to you by Kavita.
What are your thoughts on that one?
I like it, and the
Okay.
reason why, it's low in sugar. It is the lowest sugar kombucha that tastes good.
Bro,
That's
I
hard to
am
find.
really terrible because for the last 2 months, I've had technically kombucha brewing in my front room. I have a SCOBY in there. It's covered.
Oh,
It's-
shit!
Yeah, but I need to. The problem is,
We need to make some really tasty one.
Yeah,
Just let me
but
know the
I've-
fruit. I'll get the fruit.
well, this is the problem. I want to make, they're called shrubs. And a shrub is what they used more in like,
You don't want no shrubs.
no, I don't want no shrub. A shrub is a guy that can't. Oh, but
This is a fun strain, though. It's not like
It's a
super
happy-
laughy, but just
it's
super
a
happy.
Yeah. But the shrub is basically you take equal parts sugar, vinegar, and or water, vinegar, and the fruit, or the beet, the whatever, and you let it sit for like 2 weeks. And then you strain out all of the matter, and you just take that syrupy thing that's remaining, and you put that into the kombucha. And that makes the best flavored kombuchas you will ever have.
Do you ever put in Matter Baby?
What's the matter, baby?
Nothing, sugar. What's wrong with you?
Oh, it always makes me think of that Irish one that sends
Yeah.
it, and he's like, "What's the matter, baby?"
He goes, would you rather eat a goat or a
Or
matter, baby?
He's like,
What's the matter, baby?
"What's the matter, baby?"
Nothing, sugar. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
That's so funny, dude.
Whatever it is, so if you have in your stash a random strain that you know where it came from, you just
Even if, I mean,
got
yeah.
too much at once and you didn't write down or didn't get that strain, and you're going back and you're like, man, do I smoke this? Do I not? Now, obviously, this isn't like the year-old mystery weed of blueberry that Jesse had that was like,
Dude, that was over a year old.
I don't have flower that old. So
But
mine
I
usually
just
is
did-
like
It got lost. It was
2 months, and then I'm like, damn, that's old.
Well, and and this goes to kind of show you two people. I know a lot of you want to be able to keep the raw flower in its case to kind of look at the beauty of it. When you look at a utilitarian type of storage, those Zip Fizz containers lock out all air and all sunlight.
Oh, they're amazing.
Dude, they keep it fresh for a very... Dude, I had Italian ice
For ages.
for ages.
And it still smoked and was like
Oh.
sticky.
And it was so good still. Like,
Yeah.
I had one that was on the top of it just because it probably just sat there with the air. But if you can think about like all of that, if you can fill it to the top and leave it, dude, that thing stays because it just does everything that you want. So I always suggest to be able, if you've got a good amount of flour, but you're not great on storing
That's
it.
hard to do, though. If you have a good amount.
No. I mean, I'm not saying like a good amount. Like I'm saying like a basic amount. Like
yeah,
you've got an ounce.
If you had an ounce and twos, it'd be a lot, though.
Yeah, but you could get like, I mean, I'm saying like if you're a pretty consistent consumer, you wouldn't really need to worry about that. But that just saves you time on grinding because it's still
Oh, yeah.
a
They're
fresh
fantastic.
grind.
I also really like that one, and I'll pull it down next week when we talk about it.
Oh, yeah,
'cause-
the humidor?
Is that what it's actually called? Is the humidor? I just know it's it's the Canador.
The Canador.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But
that
I
thing
do
is really cool.
I do like it. I
Beautiful
like the wood,
box.
and it does keep it like the light out, and then it has that it has the humidity packet that
And
you can put in there.
that actually, when you think about like lock boxes and stuff like that, where you want to keep it safe, but more importantly, you want to keep the smell and the humidity under control.
Yeah.
That one's great because when you lock it, it seals it shut.
You might say it's airtight.
Gross. Gross. How dare you? How dare you? No, I'm just kidding.
How dare I continue the theme?
That was funny as shit. Yep. And you know what? The funny thing is they no longer can have relationships.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I mean, after that, they're just like, I can never look at you the same way.
Oh, no. Well,
And, maybe that's a good thing. Don't yuck someone's yum, right?
Yeah, as the great Prophet Ruth says.
The great prophet Ruth,
Don't yuck someone's yums.
right?
Yep.
And then she has another quote going, "What are you looking at, motherfucker?" And then that's it. So
Ruth 3:1.
what thou hast look at, fuckhead. No, this is great. Now, here's another thing with this mystery strain. Because it's a little bit drier, the potency is not as long. I am already coming down fairly quick.
This would have been so dope when it was fresh.
Oh, this would have stoned me to death.
I know, for reals. Jesse would have been over there like, well, it's not crazy like
No.
in the couch. It's not super sedative. I do feel it behind my eyes a little.
I feel high. I mean, I'm still high.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of heart racing, just a little bit.
It does. I mean, it's a more sativa-based one, so I can see that.
But I'm thinking that it's got to have pinene in it because pinene will elevate my heart rate, typically. But that's okay. This is really good. I love it. Like I've changed a lot of my concepts and ideas around it, as we have always touted. Brandon loves indica. I love sativa. No, I do like sativa, but I got to be honest now. Since we started getting to the bottom of our stashes, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm spent, and
I'm
running on
low
fumes.
Too, yeah.
Yeah, you're running on fumes for sure. And I'm like,
For Brandon, yeah, it's wild.
yeah, but I mean, at the same time, I'm just like, all right. Like I'm thinking more about like how much am I consuming and how much do I need to consume in this sesh? Like sometimes I'll put way too much in my banger for my E-rig.
Like a dab?
Yeah. And I'm like, and I'll lift it up and I'll look and I'm like, it's still golden, like very translucent gold. It literally looks like honey.
There's more for later.
Yeah, exactly. You can just leave it.
And that's the best part I do like with dabs is if it's like, hey, through that day, you don't have to worry. You don't have to go, I need to go change my water. I need to do this. It's going to taste burnt. Like, it's concentrate.
Yeah, you can't leave the bowl hanging.
Oh, half burnt. Yeah, you don't want a half burnt bowl.
Dude, you don't. I mean, if a bowl sits there for longer than like 15 minutes, I know nobody likes it.
Yeah, it tastes gross.
Yeah,
it tastes booty. There you go.
Well, and here's another shout out for Jet Filtrations. Now, I love my MJ Arsenal. Go down in the comments and get yourself an MJ Arsenal bong. However, what I like about this one more than the MJ Arsenal is that I just get cleaner hits, I get more flavor, and I get a better high, to be honest.
So I'm gonna tell you something that I did notice and this is when I was gonna maybe try a different bowl in it, was the filter and the screen that's in this bowl always keeps the water in here so much cleaner than any other bowl.
Totally.
Any other bong that I've ever had.
Oh, dude, my little MJ, I can use it 4 times and I got to clean it. Like, immediately.
100%. Yeah.
It's but I've noticed with this one, it's not saying you don't, but like you'll leave it from the last time when we were chilling, and maybe you'll hit it during the week, maybe you don't, right? It's either a cart, a dab, maybe some flower, but
I don't actually use this one as often between the week. I feel like this is more on the show that I use this one.
I would use that.
I would probably use it more when I go out and smoke flower, but my problem is I haven't actually done as much flower in the last like month or two.
Yeah, I have.
When you were doing like crazy gelato face off and going through a lot of flower, I was actually just doing concentrate and.
Oh, I loved it though.
It was terrible. I don't know why. I love the experience from flower, but just
sometimes it's just
it's
how it goes.
It seems like way more of a process at the moment. When I'm like, man, I think it's just because of stress.
Boop, boop, boop. Oh, it's totally stress.
And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to go.
That's why I went through so much flour so quickly.
And take out a grinder and do this and then get a lighter and go, and have to clean the bong or do that. I'm like, I've got my E-rig. I keep that pretty clean. It's there. And I'm like, I'll just throw it in real fast, take a dab.
Funny enough, right? With the E-rig, like since we stopped using water when we had Alex on.
I love the experience of them.
It's great, and it's so much easier to clean, which is weird.
So, for those at home, I know that a lot of our dabbers use glass instead of E-rigs.
Yeah.
So
Good
when
for
you're
you.
when you do that, are you using a torch? If so, do you let it cool down? Have you tried a dry hit through your glass rig? Is that because I know when I was using glass, even when I would time it and let it cool way down,
Still fucking
It was
hot as
still
hell.
way hotter than any of my e-rig hits.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I really like about the e-rig hits is that it really preserves the flavor.
Oh yeah.
And it's nice. Like, when I have Durban, I get these like really almost sour notes. But when I throw in a little tiny bit of cheetah piss, like you get the ammonia, but when combined, I get a minty.
Oh,
It's very cool.
that is cool.
It's so nice. It's like a fresh spearmint that you find like growing in the cracks of the side of your house. And you're like, who the fuck put this here? And
Grandpa.
when you were a kid, you just put it in your mouth because your parents or your grandparents would say, yeah, put this in your mouth. You chew on it. It's just like gum, and you're like, you're fucking insane.
It's like those.
This stuff tastes like
those weeds.
fucking leaves.
Yeah, there was weeds in the yard, and they would have these little triangles on them.
Yeah.
And we would eat those, or there's the little tiny ones that look like pumpkins.
Yeah, I did
and we
too.
would eat those for some reason, but it was because like grandpa or dad or like they would do it. And I'm
But
like,
they were really good.
okay.
Like there are these weeds that grow typically like in the cracks of sidewalks, and they're kind of like rubbery looking.
oh, the ones that were in my front yard, and you said that your dad made a soup or something from.
Yeah,
them.
my grandmother used to.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
And
I was like, I never heard of
it was
that.
so crazy. Like when she came from Mexico, because she's old school Mexico, and she would make this soup. Everything was from scratch, and she went out into the yard, looked around, and then went to the driveway and ripped these things out, washed them really good. And I told my dad, I said, I'm not eating that. And he goes, you will. And it wasn't bad. And then I learned later on that those things are packed full of vitamin C and lots of really good stuff. They're like, it's a great source of so many good things for you.
That's cool.
And it's weird, right? Because
Yeah, it's all these random plants, but it's all the plants that they knew about because it was
Mm-hmm.
passed down from theirs. And now we're like, well, I'll go get a cheeseburger over at the store and call it good.
is this organic?
Yeah.
Because if it's not organic, fuck you, pig. Like it's so crazy, man. When we were kids, when I was a kid,
Oh, way different times. They'll drink out of the hose, you know.
but it's cool too, man. Because some of the things you eat still hold this strong memories, and to this day, anytime I eat a raspberry, it can't be like raspberry flavor.
Yeah.
It can't be.
An actual raspberry.
It has to be a raspberry, and it floods me with emotions, and it takes me to when I was a little kid, and next door to us was this old couple. We called them Grandma and Grandpa from Provo. I don't even know their fucking name. That's what their name. But they were cool people. They had these raspberry bushes in their backyard that had been there for decades, dude. You just knew it.
Yeah.
They had the old, Grandma, Grandpa.
Did they look like they were black, the raspberries?
No,
Okay.
they were bright red.
So down in the forest right by my dad's, right on the river, there was my grandparents' house. And so when I was young, I always thought they were blackberries. They're raspberries, but they're so dark, they're almost black. And they're delicious. And they grow in the forest and in my dad's front yard on the other side of the pond.
Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
every year. And he was like, oh, you can take a sprout. So next year I'm going to go dig up a sprout and move one here because they're amazing. Yeah. We'll have
Are
some
they
next
still
year.
there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're in the forest. That forest, it will never go because it's all city easement behind the homes now.
Dude, we need to go there and pick some fucking
Yeah,
berries.
it's amazing. There's a
Holy
massive
shit.
pond in the middle that has like,
Do you have to swim to these berries?
no, it's easy to get to.
I'll swim if we need to.
I mean, you can if you want, but we
Okay,
don't have
fuck it,
to.
dude. You told me we have to.
Well, my dad has a pool right there. If you really feel like swimming, we can. So,
All right, we'll put some fucking raspberries in the middle.
all right.
Well,
Hey, if you guys haven't, go down, leave us a review, share this with a friend,
Please.
and, tune in next week because we fucking love you guys.
yeah, hey, and also, big ask. You have a business, you have an e-commerce company, you have a clothing company, a food company, you
product.
enjoy that. Yeah, a product. Literally, with all of the data that we've been able to gather over here, we have a really, really strong offer. So
We're looking for ad sponsors.
yeah, well, you got it. I mean, we're not just doing sponsorships where you can straight up just buy ads on here and they live forever. So go check that out. Hit us up on
Wow.
a DM.
Technically, we don't know if they live forever. There could be a massive, large, like EMP that takes out all technology, and then there's no existence of this show anywhere.
Yeah, you have to go to the live show.
Yeah, exactly. You have to come hang out with Brandon and Jesse and
Could
watch
you
them get high
imagine
in
that?
public.
That'd be fucking weird. Like we're sitting in front of people and then we're just getting high talking. And we're like, all right, guys, make sure to support us.
Well-
Leave us some wolf nipple chips or any type of pelts
Yep.
right over there. And
And leave the raspberries
Yeah.
over there.
we'll see you next week.